Same old four walls and the foreman, a dead-end job gets mighty hard to face. It gets dull and it gets boring, and it never seems to get you any place. There must be something better. I looked around and came up with a plan. I'm gonna change my way of living, gonna be a national training truck driving man. Yeah.
Wherever you look, it's trucks that are moving America. More than 22 million trucks move along America's streets and highways. And if all these trucks stop moving, America's commercial economy would be paralyzed. Trucking is big business, America's second largest employer. The need for trained drivers is right where you are and anywhere you want to be. Trucking is a career field that's still growing, and a skilled driver is in constant demand, a valuable asset to the industry, never worrying about seasonal layoffs or being replaced by a computer or a robot. But there's more to it than growth, opportunity, and job security. Truck drivers and owner-operators have replaced the cowboy as the free-spirited adventurers of the modern world. Seeing new places from a comfortable, roomy seat above the crowd. Controlling a big, powerful rig over all kinds of terrain. Making their own decisions. Being their own boss.
But you're smart enough to know you don't just climb in one of these cabs and hit the road.
That's where national training comes in. Thousands of successful drivers and owner-operators got started right here with National Training's diesel semi-tractor trailer driver's course. Training behind the wheel of a scrupulously maintained fleet of Kenworths, Peterbilts, GMCs, Internationals, Fords, and Freightliners, powered by Cummins, Caterpillar, and Detroit diesel engines. The training course has 2 phases, and the first phase is home study, so you don't have to quit your present job to get moving into this new career. In these lessons, which you'll complete at home, you'll get an overview of the trucking industry, study rules and regulations, and general operation and maintenance. And because you're studying at home, on your own time, you can set your own study hours. If you run into something you need help with right away, you can talk to one of the Student Services Department counselors on one of the school's toll-free numbers. Each lesson ends with a multiple choice or true-false test. You complete the test, then mail it to the school. Your test will be graded, and the score entered into your student file in the school's computer system. Your student file also contains your lesson progress record, financial aid information, and other student data. At the completion of the home study phase, you're ready for some time behind the wheel, and that's when the excitement begins. During resident training, you'll get many hours of real-world experience from instructors who've spent years behind the wheel. And, believe it or not, you'll be behind the wheel the very first day. You'll learn how to pull trip inspections, get a handle on the rules and regulations you'll need to know, and get in the habit of keeping that logbook up to date. Become familiar with different cab layouts and instrumentation and control functions, and get real smooth at shifting through the gears. You'll learn proper coupling techniques, fifth wheel and sliding tandem operation, and the maneuvering it takes to get your rig right up to the dock. You'll begin logging time behind the wheel during extensive practice sessions on the school's specially prepared driving range. With this experience under your belt, you're ready to train on the open road. There'll always be an instructor nearby to answer a question or give you a hand. And with every mile you log, you'll sharpen your skills and gain new confidence behind the wheel. Pretty soon, things like shifting, maintaining speed, lane placement, safe following distances, proper passing techniques, and especially defensive driving All these will be second nature. Night driving training will further enhance your newly acquired skills. Your weekends are free, and National's Resident Training Center in Green Cove Springs, Florida, is close to some of the best recreational and sightseeing areas in the South. In fact, quite a few out-of-state students have their families join them for a little Florida vacation at the completion of training. When you successfully complete National Training's diesel semi-tractor trailer driver's course, you'll have a Department of Transportation certificate of road test and written exam, and the entry-level skills to move into a rewarding career in the trucking industry. You'll be qualified for all types of driving. Maybe a local driving job appeals to you, so you can be home every night. How about driving statewide, out and back on most runs in the same day? You may even drive one of these rigs coast to coast.
Now listen, no reputable school is going to imply a guaranteed job after graduation. However, National Training does have a very effective placement assistance department to help graduates get that important first job.
National will help each graduate complete his or her employment and personnel file and give advice on proper interviewing techniques. The placement department stays in continual contact with companies and graduates, and with the school's regionally programmed data bank, they can act as a clearinghouse to match prospective employers with national graduates.
Now remember, for any school to imply a guaranteed job is unethical. But remember, too, that National Training does have a consistently high rate of job placement. And that's another mighty good reason to choose National Training.
You want that trucking industry paycheck and the respected, secure career it represents. So whether you decide to go with a local or long-haul trucking company, or move out on your own as an independent owner-operator, the place to start is National Training, where experienced instructors teach you what you need to know to move into a rewarding career behind the wheel, out on the open road, earning that trucking industry paycheck. National Training and you, the perfect team for moving America.
My daddy always told me, if there's anything you ever want to do, son, go out and find yourself some experts and ask them if they'll teach their trade to you. So I went out and found them, and pretty soon my training time began. This school has changed my way of living. Gonna be a national training truck driving man. When I've got my big rig rolling all across this ever-changing scene. When the sun is setting golden and the river's silver blue and the fields are green. When the road unfolds before me and I feel the nation moving in my hands, I'd never change my way of living. Gonna be a national training truck driving man. Never change my way of living. Gonna be a national training truck driving man.